When Pixar's new production is coming out, we can be sure something spectacular and fresh is going to happen. Yet the company has been known for incorporating bits and pieces from their previous films into the new one, reminiscing and giving credits to different people and situations. The case with Soul is quite the same. Although we were not able to go to the cinema to see it, it had its premiere on the 25th of December on Disney+. It is a story that shows the beauty of life and takes us into a completely new world, full of lost chances, new opportunities, and dreams that might be fulfilled if we only want that strong enough. And while we are traveling with the characters through that wonderland of imagination, there are things that attract our attention and make us feel that we have already seen that before. Sit back, relax, and let us take you on a journey through the 10 Easter eggs we have found in Soul. Disney's Soul. 10 things you may have missed. 1. Oh yes, Soul is full of small things that link it with other Pixar's productions. There is a place called the Hall of Everything. It is a really special space that lets the souls check what they desire and what they are good at. And it is right there that we can spot a whole bunch of Easter eggs, just to mention the Pizza Planet truck. Moving forward, you will surely notice Axiom from WALL-E, or That Was Best in Up. Seriously, it would take quite a lot of time to find all of the hints, and believe us, you might have a lot of fun doing this, so we are just moving on to another example. Hey, if you're interested in some more secrets and interesting facts hidden in your favorite productions, subscribe to our channel and like it, just to make sure we'll not miss any of our other videos and ideas. 2. When Joey and 22 travel on the subway, there is the number of the card painted on the wall. It says 2319, and for some of you that number can ring a bell. Yes, it is exactly the same as the code for the human contamination alert used in Monsters Inc. And as the director of Soul is Pete Docter, it is worth to pinpoint that Monsters Inc. was actually the first film he directed for Pixar. And on the other hand, let's be honest, human contamination is a great expression if we think about the New York subway. 3. A lot of famous names and people are shown in Soul. Some of them are 22's mentors. That group includes such incredible people as Muhammad Ali, Abraham Lincoln, or Carl Jung. Yet the names of many others can be found on the special board. Of course, it would take a lot of time to find those which stand out. So we are ready to help you here. Just take a look at Joan of Arc, Martin Luther King Jr. or Joey Grant, among many others. And judging from the name of the film, they could not skip on one of the names there, the Legend of Soul, Aretha Franklin. 4. Let's move on to the symbol which showed the connection between Pixar and Disney, one being the part of the other. Of course, Pixar Studio is quite independent, yet they are in the group, and in Soul we can see a moment which emphasizes that. At some point 22 is in the audience, when somebody takes him for a child psychologist. He then let himself into the role, just for a moment, and enters the hall of view that belongs to the doctor. There we can see a statue of a man who is holding a hand of a child next to him. Wait a minute, isn't it exactly the same statue that we can encounter in almost every Disney theme park, which shows the one and only Walt Disney holding hands with Mickey Mouse, his very first cartoon character? The statue in Soul is pointing up, showing what lays ahead, and we can clearly see some bright future in front of it. And another hidden person, John Ratzenberger. It is the actor who has been in all Pixar movies, at least for a minor role, yet in Soul we cannot find him among the credits. Has he been forgotten for the first time? Not really, as at some point in the film we can actually hear his voice saying just one sentence, but the important thing is, he's here. The justice has been done and the actor appears in yet another Pixar film. Maybe the idea to give him such a small role was deliberate in order to show that we should appreciate everything in life and failures should not cut our wings off. Thanks, Mr. Ratzenberger. 5. But going back to Pixar's previous productions, we have found another interesting character in the Hall of All. One of the souls keeps shooting arrows and is actually pretty good at it, as it shoots straight into the bull's eye. And we have seen that happiness and precision in some other film produced by Pixar. There is a Scottish princess with incredible red curly hair, whose enthusiasm and power could lift up the whole world. Is it possible that this soul is actually Merida from Brave? Well, we will leave that for you to judge. 6. When Joey becomes a cat, there are numerous situations that make us laugh and claim that it would not be possible in real life. Yet one of the scenes was actually based on a real-life YouTube film made by Matt Little in 2015. Situation when the cat drags a slice of pizza and sees a rat coming his way with another one. In the video, the comedian showed such a situation on the New York subway. A real rat was dragging a slice of pizza, and the author compared the rodent to the famous Master Splinter, who looks after his 4 fighting turtles. So now you believe? 7. We cannot talk about the way all the Jerrys look like without noticing something familiar here. Those out-of-this-world creatures that play a very important role in the lives of all the souls have very special design. It is something that reminds us of the famous paintings by Pablo Picasso. Those features unnatural layouts of faces, the futuristic approach to their silhouettes, but there could be yet one more archetype for them. In Native American culture, there is a deity or fertility called Kokopelli. If you take a look at its figure, you will have no doubts. And as the movie is talking about music, it was an obvious choice, as Kokopelli is also known as the spirit of music. 8. Music and lost career is something that makes Joey's life much harder. So the guy called Paul, who keeps reminding him of his lost opportunities, is the last thing our hero needs. Luckily, thanks to 22, we find out that actually it is Paul who has not achieved the things he wanted, and is an unfulfilled musician. Funnily enough, the person who voiced Paul in Soul is David Dix, a well-known singer and actor whose career has been full of spotlights and has been seen on Broadway and in many movies. That is what we call an interesting twist in the story. 9. And here is one more for the really attentive viewers. If you are a fan of Pixar, you will surely remember the story of Riley and her parents moving into a new city because of her father's job. This is the plot of Inside Out, a beautiful story about love and accepting yourself. In the movie, the father starts his career in a new company called Brang. As the story is mainly focusing on Riley's inner life, we do not know how this firm develops. Yet in Soul, at some point we can notice an ad on the subway, and it is Brang, so maybe the company has grown and is doing fine right now. 10. The whole Soul movie finishes with a small setback. Our world has changed recently and we all had to adjust the situation. So it is funny that the producers of the film did not take it under consideration, and although the film could not be shown in theaters in most of the countries due to the pandemic, the last shot shows Terry telling the viewers to go home. Well, if you are watching Soul on the sofa in your living room and at the same time you are dreaming of getting out of the house, it is not the most subtle way to finish the movie. Are you ready to watch Soul and see for yourself? We are ready to provide some more information on your favorite characters in movies. Just subscribe to our channel and like it. We are coming back with more.